guess it doesn't matter. We've had our thick and thin, enough to know that I would rather not go through life without you. And in the end, I'm just glad we're friends. And in the end, I'm just glad we're friends.
Hey everybody, Chico and Poppy here. Gonna do some cooking today. Are you gonna be cooking with me, or are you just coming in to say hello for a few?
I'm coming in.
Chico always likes to say hello in the beginning and then wait until the food's done, and then he comes back when it's all done. Oh, he's coming back out. Well, I'm gonna tell him what I'm gonna make, okay? I am gonna make chicken cacciatore today. Now, a lot of you might say, what is chicken cacciatore? Well, in our family, it's the same as veal and peppers, just with chicken. And what that means is that it's a tomato based. It's like a spaghetti sauce, but it's more like a marinara. We won't be pureeing like the boat motor. We won't be doing that and making a real smooth spaghetti sauce. We're going to leave the diced tomatoes more whole, more diced, and it's a thicker kind of a sauce. It's going to be just like veal and peppers. It's going to have strips of peppers, strips of onions, mushrooms. We're not going to be frying paste like we do with sauce. We will add some paste to it, but it'll be raw. So it's a different kind of flavor. It's going to be like a marinara almost kind of sauce. And instead of using the veal, for like we do with the veal and peppers, we're going to use diced chicken. So I have about four peppers, bell peppers. Probably about 3 or 4 of the onions as well, small to the medium, and 1 pound of mushrooms. And we're going to be cooking each one off individually in olive oil and just adding them to our tomatoes.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's ready to go. I put it off to the side because I'm talking too much. But here's our tomatoes. We got 4 cans of the 28 ounces of diced tomatoes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning, but the same as the veal and peppers, you want to use basil. Basil is the spice you use for cacciatore or veal and peppers. And I also have my fresh basil here that I cut. I'm going to add that to it as well. We can add a little Parmesan cheese to this, get it started. Okay, so that'll get us going over in there for a little bit, and what we can do is we can start frying up our stuff. I'm going to be doing this. I'll fast forward it for you guys so you don't have to watch all of it, but we're going to do the peppers, add it to the pan. I'm going to add a little garlic when these peppers are just about ready, and then we're going to do the onions, add them to the pan, do the mushrooms, add it to the pan, and the chicken as well. Okay, let's get started. 100% olive oil. Don't ever skip. Don't ever use Wesson or what's some of those other ones? Crisco, vegetable oils. You'll never get a good flavor if you don't use olive oil. Of course, you're talking to an Italian, so I mean.
Well, unless you like baking. If you're baking, you wouldn't use olive oil. You would probably use like cooking oil.
If you're baking, you would use a vegetable oil. I have it out there for baking. Of course, there are some baking. Grandma Jen would use olive oil when she did some Italian pastries and stuff. She would use olive oil instead of the vegetable oil. But you're right. It's gotta be loud though, because this is hard for them to hear.
Okay, guys. So guess the first skin I ever got.
The first what?
Skin I ever got in Fortnite.
The first skin you ever got in Fortnite.
Either Dark Voyager.
That's what we did.
The Ace Pack.
The what pack?
Ace Pack.
Ace pack.
These are the starter sets.
Oh. If you don't know, how are they gonna know?
Let's do drift.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's their choices? And they're gonna, down in the comments, they're gonna say which one that they think is your first? Okay. You're getting good now, right? You're almost up to 100. Then you get your whole different group of ones to choose from, right?
Yeah. I get the ice cream.
That's cool. Isn't there something else that's gonna be? Isn't there a new thing coming?
Season 8.
Season 8. Okay guys, these peppers are just about done, so I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic here. Always do the garlic at the very end because it cooks very fast, okay? So we're going to just toss this up a little bit. As soon as you smell that garlic, then we can add our first layer here. We're going to add our peppers, and then we're going to get started with the onions. Okay, add our olive oil and add our onions. Okay, these onions are looking like they're almost done, so I'm going to add a little bit of my garlic, just like I did with the peppers. The only thing I'm going to do different is I'm going to put them in a bowl first because it looks like I have a lot of onions, and I don't want to kill this with onions. It might be too much.
Hey guys, want to get to the next video? Well, I'll tell you. Guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be doing a makeup challenge. My sister's going to be doing it on me.
Makeup challenge on you?
Uh-huh. Like my essentials, my blush,
Oh
my eyeliner.
boy.
Trust me, I never wear that.
Yeah, you will be this time. Okay, we're adding olive oil. We're going to the third step here. We're going for the mushrooms. Don't forget, when you're doing the mushrooms, you want to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper because it helps break down the mushrooms.
We'll find a day and we'll stand by and then have it up there.
When nobody's looking, you can always add a little bit of red wine.
Why when nobody's looking?
Some people don't like the flavor. I do. Okay, so we got our peppers in there, we got our mushrooms in there, we got our onions in there. I got most of the chicken. I just got to cook off just a little bit more chicken here. If you do too much chicken all at once, the liquid in the chicken will come out, and instead of frying, your chicken will almost boil in the pan. You'll get all water up in here, and then it's like boiling, and you'll get a terrible flavor in your chicken. So what you want to do is what I've been doing here is do it in little layers, small layers of chicken. Don't do it all at once because you'll just ruin the flavor of your chicken. Okay, so as this is cooking, I can add a little paste. I got some paste here, and unlike with spaghetti sauce where we fry the paste, with this, it's the same as veal and peppers I told you. We're going to add a little raw to this. This is going to give us a little bit of a thickening. And I'm going to go probably 2 tablespoons. Okay. We're going to add a little more of our garlic that I had here. We're going to add a little more of that basil. We can add a little more Parmesan cheese. I got some fresh parsley here. See how nice that is? Can you see it? How nice and green that is? Got some new ones here. People have commented that the ones that I've been wearing were kind of old looking. So I got a nice new one here. I'm going to be putting this over spaghetti, which I've already cooked. And if you've watched any of these episodes before, you remember what I've told you. You cook your pasta a little al dente, put it off to the side. You can put a little bit of olive oil on it so it doesn't stick. And then just have a little bit of hot water off to the side. And then when you're ready, everyone's ready to eat, you can put that pasta into the hot water, bring it back to life, and then you won't have to cook it all while you have guests. It's what we used to do when we had the restaurant. And it works pretty good when you have people over. This chicken is just about done. Doesn't have to be cooked to death because we're going to slow cook. This is the same theory with regular spaghetti sauce, is that you want to keep this on low and cook it for a few hours, you know, on a Sunday, Saturday or Sunday or something like that. And you want to slow cook it. So none of your ingredients have to be cooked to death. Alright, this is done. And that is all of the chicken. We've added all the chicken to there. Okay, let's stir this all up. And we're going to take a look at this, guys, and we're going to see if it's too thick or not thick enough. Just remember, with the, I mean, it may be common sense to some and it might not be for others, but if it's not thick enough, you want to keep a cover on it. And if you want it thicker, you keep the cover off. Now, right now, this is pretty thick, so I am going to keep the cover on, okay? This looks pretty thick right now, so I'm going to keep the cover on this just about completely on there, and I'm going to keep this on a low, and we're going to let this simmer for 2-3 hours, okay? And then in that time, we'll be able to plate up and eat, and I'm sure Chica will come running when I say it's ready.
3 hours later.
Okay, everybody, this has been slow cooking, like I said, for 2-3 hours now. It's looking really good. I think we can start plating this up. I already have the pasta done, like I always do. Roll this down. All the good stuff. Now remember what I said, this is more of it's a marinara more, so I didn't puree any of this up. You want to have more of the tomatoes in here, just like a veal and peppers would be. The only difference is that we use the chicken. Get some chicken pieces in here. This chicken is going to be super tender. You know what's good with this too? A little crushed red pepper is always good if you like a little bit of spice. Our family used to always make this a little bit spicy. Same with the veal and peppers. There you go, and you can add a little more cheese to it. There you go. There is a chicken cacciatore. Alright, remember what Grandma Jen used to always say? Enjoy your life and your food every day. Ciao. Okay, Chico, time to eat.